each side, you know. So
they do.
Interesting to see. And you know what? Tien and Pee-wee, I've just said Pee-wee after finally Pee-wee, are actually both pretty known for their hard carry capability. And a lot of other players on the scene, they play hard carries more that semi-carry kind of role. They still usually stick to their guns and play that really hard-hitting late-game damage-dealing route. So. Yeah,
we've seen some fun ones from Pee-wee so far. Speaking of him as far as his options go. So what will we see here in this matchup? Well, the teams are just about ready to go. But before, of course, we go into the match, let's take a look a little bit closer at these team profile videos for each of these teams. There you go. So again, a little bit closer look at who these teams are with VDT and Myth S2Y.
Yeah,
who the players
I like some of the expressions in some of the photos, man. Pee-wee there, he's pretty trolly. He's having fun, man.
Yeah. Oh, I also like the comparison. Myth more. They got their shirts and everything.
That's true. They're more
pretty good.
Yeah.
And the VDT,
they're just like all over the place.
It's sunglasses, shitting in
well,
chairs.
Myth is more representing an organization. Yeah. It's more professional.
Well, that was
so
actually.
Whereas
VDT not so much.
No,
basically.
exactly.
So, but Myth actually again reading through the quotes and everything going into this matchup or going into this event here. Myth not only were they really looking forward to playing Stay Green and even trying to beat them. Obviously, we saw the match first off and ended up losing, although they gave a great effort. But they really were just looking forward. Also, they're really representing their organization, their Made in Thailand organization. Of course, what Myth stands for, by the way. That really does mean a lot for them. So, just doing very well in the event. And getting as far as they can, definitely a big part of it as well.
Proud representatives of Thailand Han.
Yeah, they definitely are. They should be. So, but the game has begun. We got Myth S2Y taking on VDT here. Group stages continuing. Both of these teams 1-1 record. Which team will break that even record in a positive way, and which team will go negative? Well, let's take a look here. Let's jump into the game now, as it officially has begun. So Myth S2Y, of course, on the Legion side. And we got VDT on the Hellborn side. Something else I noticed, though, right off the bat is, so, again, just like we saw in the Stay Green series, VDT won the role. They actually chose Hellborn, and then Myth said, you can have the first pick. You can have the first ban. Yeah. So they're making a point. They would rather second pick and second ban here. So,
yeah,
very interesting.
Already losing the Hellborn side, and a lot of teams would consider that first pick to be a pretty big spot, especially when you look at heroes like Rally, looking like heroes like Tempest. That are available for your choosing to comprise your lineup around. So, yeah, pretty interesting there. But, well, they apparently feel flexible enough as a team that, they're okay with rolling whatever gets tossed their way according to the lock pool. And
yeah. Hey. So, whatever they're comfortable with, I guess. Master of Arms faded their blind bands. Keeping the Force Ophelia coming out here for VDT. There's the initial lock on Tempest. And, again, it takes a little bit to get used to. But
to me, that's like we want Tempest. So. Yeah, VN Sensation is picking Tempest.
Yeah.
So, well, right now, Myth is like, okay, they're picking Tempest. What do we want? We want maybe Rally, maybe not, but, you know, say we want rally plus, insert a god tier hero here, Drunken Master,
Empath.
Berserker,
Scout.
Scout,
Berserker, yes.
Gunblade.
I actually saw Gunblade played in one of the scrims.
That's absolutely disaster, man. That's no.
I don't think he did too well, but we'll
you can't. No.
Rally Pebbles.
Yeah, Pebble. Yeah, see, that's pretty powerful there. So.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised to see a Deadwood or someone locked up here now.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially, I mean, actually, you know, VDT does go a little bit of a different route when it comes to that, more of that bursty or initiator role.
Both these teams, again, being 1-1. As far as who they defeated, Myth S2Y beat ITS. As far as their only win so far, VDT defeated Impunity in their win. So, again, just to relook at how they got to this point, at least in the wins manner. There's the Deadwood Magnus coming out. Another final one going to be happening from Myth S2Y. You almost got to figure this is, in a sense, kind of a ban here. As
well, what did they have the last game we just casted? They had Magnus, Engineer, Gemini, Magnus, right? Engineer, yeah. Gemini, Master of Arms, and Rally.
Okay.
So maybe figuring, okay, well, they're going to get Tempest this time, though, so it's going to be quite a different setup.
Again, Myth S2Y.
Let's say choose to ignore the. I mean, I would find that to be pretty shocking. But okay, so jungle option locked up there by Myth.
Yeah. Escape showed against State Green that first game. Played an awesome parasite, honestly. So
yeah, and once again, they are known for their trademark aggressive style. And VDT, well, at least in the early game, has shown a fair amount of aggression themselves. It seems like they've tapered off some of the time, and well, even during the qualifiers, it's tapered off into more of a farming mid game, but. Yeah, both teams have shown that they have that presence. Myth, I believe, in reading their profile, though, their aggression was one of the major features noted about the team.
Yeah. Yeah, aggression is definitely name of the game here for this game specifically. There's a...
Not banned yet.
I was going to say, what? I didn't think I see a Sandwraith. Salmon not banned, but Scout is banned off the bat with Engineer Artillery. There's the Moon Queen.
Artillery's banned, but I got Artesia highlighted. Give me it. Wouldn't that be something to see in Artesia, man? Cool hero, but hasn't quite found its niche. Some complications in laning.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Never
I
seen
want
her
to say last Dreamhack even. I don't want to. I think the CIS. I think Team GA ran it. Maybe it's even another event, but anyways.
Yeah, I don't reckon we'll be seeing it, but Pee-wee having fun highlighting it. Maybe a favorite hero of his. Who knows?
He likes to go crazy heroes. We talked about that earlier as far as his carry potential.
Kind of a crazy kind of guy.
Yeah, there's the Monkey King, and that's a little more like it for him. Being right-clicked right there, so. We'll see what they end up coming up with. The final ban coming out here on the side of Legion again. They chose to give the first pick and ban to VDT.
Empath also still on the board, so they're not really, you know, in Impunity. They paid a lot of attention to those respect bans.
Yeah, true.
Myth S2Y, they don't care. They're like, we're not afraid of that. We're actually going to ban really strong heroes because we showed that when we gave you guys normal heroes like Rally, Magnus, etc. You guys still crushed for them. So. Not going to do much with the respect bans. VN Sensation, though, confident in the Monkey King with Pee-wee, man. I got to say, when it comes to Monkey King players, you think of Cookies and you think of Pee-wee.
Yeah, it used to be Cookies for the longest time. But honestly, as of late, a little more lately, definitely.
And even during the era of Cookies, I mean, Pee-wee was always a name mentioned as well. Yep. So, a long-term fan of the hero, and well. Always seems to crush with it, really.
Yeah.
I don't see a reason not to pick it. It's a carry hero that can get really active early on, and give him that free farm, give him the resources, and he can truly scale well with the game.
Yeah, and just a lot of fun to watch, too. So.
Yeah, I agree.
Back over to the side of Myth S2Y. Going to talk it over here.
Proud Monkey King pickers over there.
Yeah.
Engineer not in the pool, so they didn't sacrifice that. Master Arms on the pool. Torture, a fine option indeed. Pyromancer also on the board, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so, yeah.
Yes.
Sandwraith, I mean, you mentioned that.
Yeah, Sandwraith I would not be surprised at all to see.
It'd be fun to see.
Just to see it against a Monkey King, man. Sandwraith has a lot of people don't expect it, but as long as you don't go for that super passive Rush Mock item build, Sandwraith has a ton of early to mid presence, actually. You wouldn't expect it with that ulti, but turning ganks around, or even after, say they attempt to gank your, I don't know, free farming strength there or something like that. They have to invest a lot of resources into killing him. When they use up all their stuns, you activate that ultimate, dagger your hero of choice, and pretty much as long as you max out your passive, your deserted ability, you can get some easy cleanup kills, man. So that presence, it's definitely something to speak for. And well, Bubbles goes along nicely with it as well.
Yeah. So we'll see if that possibly comes up here. But speaking of Bubbles, Bubbles goes
Predator
with the
is
Aluna.
unaddressed as well. Another favorite of TN. Moon Queen was banned out. Artillery also. So yeah, I'm looking at the Predator and the Sandwraith for Myth S2Y next.
Back over to VDT. You got Empath still on the board. And in fact, there you go. A couple of right clicks coming out here. And support.
They're like, give us our specialty heroes, please.
Why not?
Yeah, and they're definitely going to pick up that Tempest. So right now they have well, Monkey King is very potentially going to go. I mean, I've seen him go both places with it. Monkey King, I can't see what their last pick is, but potentially go into the safe lane with something like that. Going to run the Tempest jungle, and well, you know, support in all of these games, he's been doing a great job of actually sort of roaming around the lanes as support. He's even roamed to the suicide lane and helped protect, even like, you know, hooking up with his suicide bubbles to create kills. So he's been doing a great job of moving around the map. So with Pyromancer actually picked up here, though, makes me wonder if they're going to go for that solo Pyro or actually forego the Tempest pick. I mean, I've seen, there's the Sandwraith, of course, so nothing too surprising there. I would be shocked, but we know they're going for it. I'm going to be excited to see it, though, aren't you?
Yeah.
I mean, have you actually gotten to yeah, see, they are foregoing the Tempest with that Pyromancer pick, so going for the strong lanes instead, the Empath Monkey, the Pyro Rally, potentially, and that Magnus, and then we can see that movement again coming out.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the word for it. It's not bittersweet, but it's definitely, as you're kind of saying, it's usually we'd be excited maybe that we see a hero like Sandwraith, but we kind of almost expected it.
Well, I've been watching it a lot. I mean, you know what? I am excited, though, because I want to see it here against another top-tier team like VDT. Deadwood's picked up here, so we're looking at, well, it's interesting because you sort of need that Sandwraith to be supported, so you're actually looking at maybe a solo Deadwood middle. They can capitalize on that, man. Not as resilient as a Rally. Still pretty good.
Yeah.
Still pretty good. Able to get that experience, go for his level 6. In a dual lane setup, though, they can punish it.
Yeah, I think it was just fine in the end. And, you know, it is interesting, though. You made the point that, especially with that first lock Tempest, VDT was probably just going to first pick that Tempest, but they did choose to pass that up in the end when it came down to it. So.
Okay, in the previous game, they didn't grab a jungle. VN Sensation can obviously play Parasite here, too, and that would change everything up, but they're looking between a Parasite and my guess is, okay, they're going for Pebbles over Magnus. I feel like Pebbles is honestly a stronger draft here, especially with their lane set up, but very likely going to run that Rally in the Suicide lane instead here. Zibe is playing it too, if that gives us any insight. So going to run that Rally in the Suicide instead of the Magnus in a case like this then. Give us that Pyromancer plus Pebbles in middle and Empath Monkey King lane. But once again, expect Empath to be mobile. And with those lanes, she can be mobile.
Yeah.
Bottom, they're going to rush right away. They have a Tempest on the Legion side, so can't really fight them. It's Tempest and a Sandwraith at level 1, not the strongest heroes. Even a Bubble is kind of mediocre. Everyone in the Hellborn team can put out some serious hurt at the start, so they're going to get immediate control of the jungle. Going to be looking to see if they choose to ward up any of the camps or force Tempest out. Tempest going for that Ring of the Teacher build, which once again, where Ring of Sorcery was more of the popular route, I think Chessie brought it back into popularity, at least on the Western scene, as the speed farming Tempest and showing how to, truly make use of that jungle.
You see right here again, as usual, some changes going to be happening. With some
TN
of the
has
players
set his shop hotkey, so he's
oops,
really strict about that.
Yeah, hey, it's some players again, it's just that comfort factor. To really,
no, it's awesome. I love seeing players in their groove, optimizing every little measure of their gameplay.
Yeah. And
true competitors at that point.
You see right there also, competitors asking for the shop command, of course, to get the small shop to come out there, or the original one, you could even say. Might not be just to use the new one, even still, so many years later. Just wants to go with what they know best, of course. So, but so yeah, gotta get that figured out for both these teams, and then once they're good to go, we'll be good to go as well and ready to jump into this game. So again, both of them coming in with a 1-1 record here in this matchup. The other match currently taking place is that Stay Green versus Impunity series. Another very good one there. I believe Impunity currently is 0-2, unfortunately, whereas Stay Green, obviously, they are 3-0. I'll actually refresh my brackets right here just to double check on that, but I believe that is the case. So Impunity still looking for the first win, but not going to come easy against a team like Stay Green, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
But definitely,
that's a really important matchup too, because these teams can expect to lose. Not expect to lose, but there's a much higher chance they're going to be losing against, you know, the teams that we keep painting as the big three, the Complexity, the Stay Green EU, and the Stay Green. Bigger chance of them losing. But this is one of those more middle matchups where it's important to win if they want that seed going into the winner's bracket.
That winner's bracket, the fourth seed in the winner's bracket.
Still better to be 4th seed in winner's bracket than entering the
losers.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a very, very, very good point. Very good point. So
I would say this is actually one of the more influential matches that they will have.
Of the whole
period.
Group stages,
of the entire group stage.
Any of the group stage matches. This is
so extra hype going on for this game, man. I'm excited. We got a Monkey King versus a Sandwraith carry, dude. This is
we got Thailand versus Sweden, man.
They actually, once again, in favor of a more aggressive strategy, chose to say, hey, you know what? Screw the Tempest.
Yeah.
We had a Tempest pick, potentially viable. Not going to do it. VN Sensation plays a brilliant Tempest, but yeah. Instead, passing it over to the Legion side.
Let's get it on.
All right.
I'm eager for this game to start. I like the fact that they get early jungle control. There's the pain train. There's the 5.
Yep, you see off the bat, VDT, all 5.
Tempest isn't even going there. They're not even going there. They're not pulling an Impunity this game. And gonna rush there. No offense to Impunity, but you know how it was. It was just one of those moments where they were like, duh, of course, I knew that. And 9 games out of 10, they probably wouldn't have done that roaming there. They were just sort of, you know, on the land environment, maybe they were talking or focused on something else and picked out. Luna's got to be careful. I was saying that. She's sort of edging herself towards that area. Look how far Sandwraith's playing too, man.
Yeah.
Oh, what if they put a ward behind the tower? That would be something.
Who has the Ward of Sights? Looks like Support does play on that Empathic course.
Yeah, and Ward of Revelation once again with VN Sensation. Going to be curious to see if he puts a Ward of Rev on this spot right here, Breaky, by the bottom river.
What are we listing down here?
Yeah, just to see if, you know, sometimes when they're playing defensively, if they know they have a more aggressive strategy like this, you'll see that ward placed right around here. And a Rev Ward might be placed there to sort of allow them to be able to roam on middies here. If not, they might use that Rev Ward to block a camp against his Tempest and make his life hell and slow him down.
We'll see. Isn't it fun drawing boxes, man?
Yeah, you actually introduced me to it.
It's addicting.
I had no idea. I thought that was a mod or something. And
gets addicting after a while.
I'll be a couple minutes here. I'm trying to get you or an elephant, actually.
Uh-oh. Luna, stay away. She's going to be out of range there. So Pain Train almost got them. Almost got them, but not going to connect in the end. Sandwraith kind of cutting through. He has that Ward of Sight that was given to him. Going to place it right there.
Yeah, and they actually are cutting through, looking like they want to place that far Rev Ward. Not yet. They're actually trying to find an angle. They're getting behind the Aluna here, but there's a paused game. Feels bad. Remember, Empath has that wall, and it has a supreme cast range. So if Aluna, for whatever reason, jitters, delays, what have you, for even a few seconds, Support will find an angle here.
The game of pauses, man. Both teams just really want to fine-tune here.
It's the competitive pause.
Exactly.
And it's the, I'm trolling by that. These teams deserve the right to maximize their settings.
Again, it's a land setting. You really want to make sure it's going to happen.
Hell, I remember back in the day, man, even at DYA Singapore, there was a moment it was, settings kept getting changed in between stuff. Someone else was on that computer. Hotkeys were completely different. I was playing. I was going for the Bloodlust kill. Tried casting my spell like 3 times and it didn't come out. I actually wound up being like not figuring out what was going on. I had to click my ability in the spur of the moment to use it. But yeah, sometimes stuff like that happens and you just got to roll with it, I guess.
Yeah,
but
you're just so used to your home setup, you don't think about that sometimes.
You don't think, I have to change the settings every single time. Sure. But well, sooner or later.
It can happen. Again, so while we're going to break here, I mean, as far as the coverage that will continue on today, at least, here for day number 1 of the Dreamhack Summer 2013 event. Again, you go to ghostgamers.net/Han. You can actually see all this information for yourself. We actually also just put a fancy little button at the bottom of the Twitch screen. If you're at the twitch.tv/Hancast channel, you can actually see there's a button down there at the bottom that will link to all this, what I'm talking about. Anyways.
Yeah, if you scroll down, you can see, as he said, if you scroll down once you're on that page, it's about midway through. Yep. You can see all of the matchups for all of the days.
So as far as continuing on, in fact, there you go. Also, to have access to it on the stream, even we got after this one, we're going to the bottom portion there. We got Impunity versus Kung Fu Gaming to follow this one. Then there's the big one there, Stay Green EU versus Complexity. the one after that. And then we got Stay Green versus the same VDT team right here. So it's going to be
not fair. You know how many people you're going to make wake up that early in the morning, at least in the States, man?
Yeah.
I wouldn't miss that match for the life of me, man.
Oh, no.
So I hope you guys tune in as well.
Looks like interesting. So apparently he was having trouble actually reconnecting to the server, so they went ahead and they're going to go for the remake. So once that gets figured out here, oh, look at that, the stream popping up.
Honestly, it gives them a chance to set up to try to kill the bottom lane again, too.
That's true.
So
I wonder if they're going to be able to pull that off this time around. Something tells me that's not going to happen, but we'll see. We'll see. So they're going to get the game remade here, and then once that is taken care of,
something tells you what's not going to happen.
Them getting a successful gank.
Oh, we'll see.
Off, so it's fun. I mean, even that time that we were pretty perceptive to the possibility of it at least. So, but hey, it could happen. Not saying it can't happen. It could happen.
I'm feeling a kill.
Maybe we'll see. So once the remake goes through, we'll be jumping back into that to game number 1 there again.
No, it's actually up yet, is it?
Pick. No.
Nope.
It's a good thing this isn't the Han Tour lobby, so they could just go straight to our all pick and be done with it quickly, so don't have to worry about
for sure.
all of that nonsense there. But yeah, so again, the schedule that we're looking at is going to be a fun finish it today. Impunity versus Kung Fu Gaming, going to be a fun match, but really those next two. The final
is that our
two
final match for the day?
No, the final two, we got Stay Green EU versus Complexity.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Stay Green versus VDT, so that's going to be a real strong finish there.
Oh, God, yeah.
As far as what's to come. So we have 4 more games in total here, at least playing on the schedule. So
yeah, I swear, like once I'm done casting here, I'm planning on going and watching some of the VODs from some of the bigger games there on Beef Stream, and then playing some Han, man. That's
there's actually let's make some shout-outs here while we do have a little bit of time.
Oh, we got a number of those to give too, eh?
They're just starting to run up the game, it looks like. But
okay.
Shout out to Beef, especially over there on Complexity Cast.
Big bad Beef.
He's been casting the match that we aren't here on Honcast. That is happening simultaneously, obviously. And this looks like it's the wrong game. Go figure.
These guys are just...
They made it lock pick, unfortunately.
They don't even understand.
Want to make it all pick. But no, he's been doing his work over there. And at the end of the day, the plan is at least to have him come on, and we'll kind of go over with him and just kind of a recap of how his day went, and kind of get some insight on any big plays that may have happened or big results over there from the other side of the brackets. But I mean, honestly, so far, as far as how the standings are looking so far, again, still plenty of matches to be played ultimately. It's not looking too crazy. I mean, it seems like honestly we got the kind of spread that we were almost expecting going into this event. So
it is, yeah, for sure. Actually, no real upsets to speak of.
Yeah,
none.
I mean,
VDT. The other matchups were they could go either way, so those aren't upsets. You know, say VDT against Impunity. Finishing some of those shout-outs though, man. Also shout out to Rar. He's been putting up match recap videos immediately within 40 minutes after, if not less, after every single match in pretty high quality too. So impressive work there. Shout out to Fantasy again for his amazing work on the Gosu Gamers Han portal for Dreamhack. Shout out to all the Han Tour admins. Inkland especially has put in a lot of work for this. Shout out to all the Hancast writers. Tons of people coming together to make this happen. Shout out to
Valma and Amura.
Valma and Amura managing the chat, giving you guys some nice prizes there. I guess we can shout out our. Should we shout this guy out?
No, we'll leave him for later.
All right, screw Pen Man.
He just does everything that you see on screen. No big deal. Shout out to Pan Man with us and our producer, and also shout out to the guys that are there. S2 Fox account, Chris. I mean, there's plenty of people involved. Well, we'll definitely continue.
We'll get to them, but
we'll get to that eventually. You might, if you're tuning in right, you probably think we're wrapping up. I mean,
no,
no, don't worry, guys. We still got.
No, we're just chilling, and a lot of people working hard today, so just want to acknowledge our efforts.
Exactly. And I assume we're also. We're live there at Dreamhack currently, so shout out to you guys watching at Dreamhack. Hello to you guys in the crowd out there. I saw some pictures and whatnot of people that are at the crowd, so shout out to you guys tuning in. Wish we could be there. Unfortunately not this time, but obviously we are bringing some awesome content here and coverage here from Kalamazoo, Michigan, here from our Honcast studio. So, okay, it looks like they are joining up. But one thing we did forget to show initially, and might as well show now, is the matchup screen, actually, of these two teams, kind of just a side-by-side comparison with stats and whatnot, and who we're dealing with and what as far as numbers look. So, there you go. As far as the roles and everything else, it's exhibiting up there. Again, it's some of the stats somewhat skewed maybe because of it was taken from certain events, but
Yeah, they might have been playing different roles. It's for fun.
Just
These
for
stats are for fun. I wouldn't read too much into it at all.
Yeah. But again, if anything, it gives you a good breakdown of the two teams that we're dealing with here and the full rosters that they have.
Yep.
So looks like we're just waiting for a couple of the casters to join up, and then we'll actually be good to go here and resume this game.
Looks like there's GM
excuse me there.
Thailand 0-2 and
yeah. So apparently they just had some issues that they were having to deal with, and when one of the players, I believe it was Mr. Sons, he tried to reconnect to the game, wasn't able to for some reason. So that's got the remake to happen. Looks like they are good now, though. So the content has begun. So I think we can actually jump back in here again. It was all pick. I love that. Let's jump into the game first off here.
Let's do it.
Let's do it indeed. We got both these teams 1-1 record, of course, coming in. But literally, as soon as the countdown hit 1 second and we went in, support picked up Empath, like before anyone else had done anything. This guy knows where the hero, I mean, he probably has a mod or command, I'm sure. He probably knows the command.
He's 2,000 MR with like approximately 600% Empath.
Yeah.
He better know where that hero is.
So, here we go again. Okay, so that's what we're talking about. You know, you mentioned we're going to see the pain train again.
Fear the
perhaps.
gank, man. Fear the gank. They're booking it.
Changes up here. We got Sand
Bubbles. Holland has to go place that ward, but yeah, you should know that. Well, I guess you can't. You can always throw a curveball, but based on what happened against Impunity, they're focusing on bottom, so relatively safe in placing it. They're taking a different route this game, not wanting to get scouted. Going to try to catch him up here as they run to the right and scout things out. This could be their moment.
Yeah, you got Tempest
kind
of
hiding
spreading.
Going to go place the ward to block the far camp, it looks like. Changing their approach for sure. Don't tell me they're going to gank mid.
Yeah, that almost looked like that for a second. They're going to go all the way to the Deadwood right there, but
yeah,
I'm not finding that opening. And they do get the ward aside. Look at so they're going to block this camp right here, as well as the one at the bottom rune spot. So with the Rev ward actually. So making a point that they don't want to have Tempest have a good time. Going to keep him locked down at least somewhat early on in the game. So.
Yeah, the reason they placed the Observer ward on the far camp and then the Rev ward in the one closer to the lane is because they have easier access to the jungle there. If Tempest was to try to farm there after it faded, they can gank him or push him back a lot easier. Whereas that ward of sight, yeah, just more stability there, and Tempest will be more likely to switch to the other woods as a result of it.
You see Aluna right here. He's kind of looking around. He puts down that ward aside now. He needs to be careful that that isn't counter-warded. Obviously, Advanced Sensation and Ward of Rev can't see it right now, but if somebody comes over here for the Hellborn team before that wears off, then get an easy counter ward set up. So, but for now, we'll get that vision for it. In the meantime, into the lanes we go, and you do have support playing that Empath, boxing out Deadwood right off the bat.
Yeah, and actually interesting, we're going to see that Monkey King. Instead of the Pebbles plus Pyro mid, it's going to be the Monkey King Empath mid, and the Pebbles going to the safe lane. Figuring there's less opposition. You know, I actually like that. You should always put your Pebbles in the most advantageous lane, given that it's the suicide there. And, well, Pebbles can literally do nothing to stop Pebbles in his farm. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Get him that portal key, obviously. Is always a good thing. Roam here to the middle lane. Look what Rowley's doing, because they've been playing the Rowley. He's set up in the suicide role initially, but wants to get involved right off the bat. Empath needs to be a little careful. Taking a bit of damage. The
Luna with the power throw.
There's the log. The power throw comes up. Not going to be enough for the kill, though. It almost looked like the Elementals may have stopped attacking there for a second, honestly.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he animation canceled or what. It looked like he should have been able to do a little bit more. Not entirely sure there. Either way, a lot of nice harass being put out on support, and, well, doesn't have a health potion, so forced to do a crappy spot here. Beautiful wall coming out, though. This might just be a bloodlust kill if he's able to keep the pressure up.
Yeah,
that wall.
I'll tell you why that wall was so good, because not only it was angled to the point, obviously, so he just had to walk around it, but it was also angled, he only had one direction to go, because it hit the cliff right
exactly.
here, so he had to go the long way around and get as much damage out from Monkey King as a result. So.
Well, that's actually really brutal, because Monkey King in the first place displaces him, throws him back, so even if he's staying a little bit behind that cliff, he can put him into a spot where he can get walled off pretty easily, and then Empath actually, thanks to that ramp, has a number of beautiful angles in that mid lane. People actually underestimate how powerful an Empath can be in mid.
Yeah. Again, we've talked about it kind of, in a sense, a behemoth fissure that can be placed a lot more.
Yeah, you can. You don't have exactly because you don't have to draw a line. You can draw it wherever you want. So yeah, pretty imbalanced, and support showing us just how to use it.
Speaking of support, he's going to the top rune right here, so he'll either protect that or pick it up, depending on what it is, perhaps. To begin this game, Monkey King doesn't have a bottle yet by any means. He does have the gold for now, though. So
good old BRR or whatever he has his hotkeys set to. Pick that one up.
Speaking of the shot hotkeys, yeah. Sandwraith has been able to just have well, pretty much a free time down here. As we were mentioning, Rowley was doing a little bit of roaming there early on. Was trying to find an opportunity, didn't really find one. Right now he's just hiding in the trees. Knows he can't do much else by himself. But that is opening up again. The free farm for Jacob Tien here, playing this Sandwraith. He's dominating creep farm now.
Versus Suicide Lanes, man. Sandwraith has tons and tons of kill potential just because he can chase so hard. Rally blocking that Aluna and putting in some pressure, so great job there. And Aluna with no stats, only 2 treaters left. Still Sandwraith, actually doesn't have that much region to share, so Aluna's actually gotta be careful not to take too much harass, or else Rally's gonna start getting up in there. Tempest finding the medium camp to farm here, and maybe we're gonna see a rotation onto the Rally here. Level 2 dagger and a kill. No boots yet on Sandwraith. That would be, I would say, almost guaranteed to kill if Tempest were to come if he had the boots, but yeah. Not going to worry about it just yet. Going to keep up the farm. If they were to go for Rally and screw that up, they'd be losing so much lane control right now, and it wouldn't be worth it even if they got the kill.
Oh, nice job right there. The elusive dash to finish off Dewa. Monkey King's going to take a lot of damage from the tower, but in the end, PoE will survive and can use those bottom charges. Again, just another reason why that was just a solid play, honestly. And more so, I just want to say something that helps make support such a great empath player is he's also, I've noticed that he's not afraid to just pop that essence link for the stun. He doesn't care about the duration lasting to get the heal off, to the damage off. He'll pop it just to simply get the stun off, as he kind of did right there, to allow Monkey King to, again, get close enough to throw off
before Dead was able to, fog too much, yeah.
So, again, just another thing.
Actually, speaking of fog, Deadwood picking up those trees a lot below him actually doesn't have as much hiding space.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah.
To be careful about that if he gets dove on. You mentioned the Tempest earlier about possibly going
support's
to the
nearby
lane.
again. Oh, he's not going to go for it.
Be fine for now.
I was worried about, the double toss back from Monkey King, man. That can just be frustrating to deal with.
You got Pyromancer attempting to get some positioning on the Bubbles here at the top side in the meantime, but Bubbles going to fall back before too much happens. So speaking of free farm, Pebbles also having a very good time.
Seeing at 360 gold per minute, pretty much total free farm there. What are actually the creep stats on it?
Oh, geez. Look at another great wall off right there. Deadwood
no.
trying to maybe go for a return kill with Bubbles' assistance, but not even going to be close to happening.
Mr. Suns doesn't seem like he knows what to do. He's just not used to being completely shut down into this mid lane, and no matter where he's at, Monkey King has so much reach.
And that's an ugly goal per minute share, not going to lie. I mean, Sandwraith, he is up there with that Monkey King, 390 gold per minute just about, but look at mid side especially.
It's pretty clear that the he's actually going to go to the side shop to pick up the Ghost Marchers. Very strange coming up from Tien.
Trying to kill Luna down here. Luna hanging around a little bit too long. She will eventually fall. She went for the power, ended up canceling it, and now Jacob Tien here playing the Samurai.
I don't like it at all, man. He's getting his Ghost Marchers from the courier. If he got it from there, he would have been able to actually pick up an easy kill onto that rally. He has his Ghost Marchers now, though.
He's trying to find an angle right here. He almost got blocked. Obviously, Ghost Marchers can help with that. To the wall, just not the best that time around. He's able to get through it, and he will be fine in the end, but yeah, that was some odd play going on, and in the end, Sandwraith, this great start that he's had. I mean, it's still good, but
well, he probably didn't figure that he would need it. But that was a case where if he just got it from the side shop and that happened, they would have been really, really punished for it. Meanwhile, top lane, Zergo picking up the kill. It's hard for Bubbles. It's really hard for Bubbles against the Pebbles too.
Yep.
I should have brought that up in that. Well, if they actually put that empath top, now looking at the lane matchup, he can break the Essence Link with his take cover. And he actually got 2 points in take cover for a little bit of extra survivability here. Looks like, but Bubbles against Pebbles, the Pebbles stun has like a little bit of lingering duration, so even if you try to take cover, dodge it, you still get hit in the end and then comboed, unfortunately.
Man, Sandwraith manned up right there quite a bit. Him and Rally were going at it, and they both get very, very low on life, but neither one does fall in the end, as Rally was using his tower to his advantage right there to help keep him in a good spot. But Monkey King, what does he haven't delivered? The Ghost Marchers? Yeah, Ghost Marchers and a Homecoming Zone on top of that. So he, too, again, is continuing to do very, very well. 402 gold per minute. But, you know, the big picture is Zergo really on the Pebbles. No, excuse me there. And the free farm that he's had, the Steam Boots that finish, another 1,100 gold save Duff. Could go for more early on items, or, hey, might just simply choose to rush that portal key, of course. Start getting involved ASAP, but...
I'm a little bit worried for Sandwraith, man. They have a lot of burst damage in Bubbles. Meanwhile, speaking out Sandwraith, even Bubbles is getting absolutely demolished up top still.
Yep, found himself in a bad spot again, and, well, Pebbles took the advantage. So.
The lanes which were just supposed to focus on staying safe and just not dying while Sandwraith farmed have been killed like over and over and over again at this point. So.
Yeah, Sandwraith's farm was phenomenal from the beginning.
Yeah, and it was looking really good, but yeah, the beautiful plays coming out mid. Bubbles just overestimating his presence a bit, and well, that one-time bottom where Sandwraith didn't have the boots to potentially clean up on the rally.
Speaking of rally, Luna's running in right here, but again, not necessarily going to find the best angle. Obviously, with rally having that compel, really can tend to be pretty damn difficult to set up an effective gank on. So. Don't really expect it in the end, but Luna at least trying to make her presence felt somewhat here. Tempest definitely could use some recovery from Tempest here. Good myth S2Y.
He's level 6 now, so yeah. Well, Deadwood, who they keep going hard on, like right now, this is the perfect time to set up an Elemental Void.
Another great wall right there. The Falcon Punch on a Monkey actually did connect, and Pewee is going to end up falling right there. And now Empath also going to be in some trouble. Sandwraith ports in, going to one more auto attack to do her in. Yes, we'll get the kill right there. Wow, that was interesting. That Falcon Punch really screwed up the plans for Monkey King. Got hit mid-animation. He does bite back, by the way. Look at that. Pewee going possible, but what cost right here? Pewee's in trouble. Gonna use the double elusive dash. The power throw connects. Can he ultimately get away? The Desert's Curse is on him. Sarah's putting in the auto attack. Does he? No, gonna use it right there. Vault. Yes, he will be fine in the end.
Oh, and he cannot get the throw off. So huge baits. Nice counter by Rally, man. He still has a Seismic Slam. 2 seconds on his stun right here. 1. Oh, the Deadwood's ready, though.
Nah. Wants to get it on Tempest right here. Tempest trying to stay alive. Not going to happen, though. Deadwood, as you're talking about, comes in, but now he's in trouble. Empath jumps inside of Monkey King, and Deadwood's going to fall. Holy crap. Just so much action.
All of a sudden, the game just spiraling out of control, man. They were looking pretty hot. Now Pebbles has his portal key. Wasn't even there for the fun, really, man. And Seismic Slam not used. If they killed that Monkey King after the buyback, would have been gigantic. But yeah, Pewee just a little bit too slippery, just a little bit shy of having the damage in order to drop him. And
able to make that getaway. So,
yeah, so
11-2 hero kill advantage. Oh, Rally with the
God, that would have been.
Almost connecting. Pebbles is ready with that portal key. He's going to jump in anyways. Out gets a kill, but now Tempest ultimate going off. Unfortunately for Tempest, that was more of trying to save his teammate than anything. The port is coming in, and they could maybe try to set up something here as terms of a counter goes. The Elemental still doing some
Monkey
damage.
King is here.
Oh no, Monkey King joins the part of the elusive dash, finishing off Tempest. Aluna's still alive, but Aluna's not alive for much longer. Double tap coming out for Pewee right there. We do see a kill in favor of Tempest with the Elementals left behind, at least on a Pebbles. But again, the VDT aggression, man, it is just non-stop, it seems like.
So tell me, we had Elemental Void used, but what about the Hellborn team, man? They still pretty much have all their major cooldowns up.
Yeah.
Hellborn's courier just died, though.
Like,
I don't know about that. Everything was going hot except for that, so not that big of a deal, but considering they do have a sizable lead. Rally with their Generation Rune still has the Seismic Slam. Looks like he wants to make some hurt happen onto the Sandwraith. Sandwraith playing back, though.
Yeah, not going to give him much of an opportunity right here.
Well, not yet, anyway.
Yeah, double damage just picked up by Pewee in the meantime, by the way, and he's going to use that to help clean up some nice stacked jungle creeps here. That's actually gets kind of
Luna has the port as well. Mid lane going to drop, and Tempest going to be caught out here by the Rally. If he keeps going, Rally has the Ghost Marchers up.
Oh, there's the compel. Seismic Slam goes out. Empath joining the party as well. Sandwraith is going to port in. You look at the kiting attempt. More or less, your war going to be used. But now Rally's in some trouble. The S is like not going to stun in time. And actually, Empath, she's also going to be in trouble. So great response coming out from S2Y here. Empath, that beautiful wall, though, going to completely block them off. They're forced to go another direction. and they will not be able to chase him down as a result. So he survives in the end.
Or
Desert's
will
Curse, or
they?
will he?
Pebbles is there. He has a combo available.
Yeah, not going to go in the end. It's too much of a risk there. So they do get the 1 kill on the rally, but again, just VDT, they're the ones continuing to keep up the aggression here. And sure, you know, they are dying every now and then, but overall, I mean, 15-4 hero kill lead, 7,000 gold, 8,500 experience. I think it's safe to say it's working just fine for them here.
Oh, for sure.
VN Sensation trying to find some free farm here at the top lane in the meantime. I guess he's, I don't know if it was intended, but well, he's kind of taken over as the main support. Empath being played by support does have the plated Greaves finished. And is actually
that's his go-to item, man. Before Mana Battery, before a lot of pickups, doesn't like to go start, just likes to go plated Greaves pretty much all the time on Empath. So that only uses spells when they really count.
Yeah. Monkey King level 11 right now. He's got the Blessed Orb picked up.
Yeah, lots of stats, lots of stability now, making life hard for Sandwraith.
Yeah, if he chooses to get that Null Stone all the way, which probably will happen, then speaking of Sandwraith, I mean, that ultimate of his, it will be nullified by the Null Stone. Top lane, ouch. Seismic Slam and a Blazing Strike used right there on a Bubbles. Back to the bottom lane in the meantime, not much better down there. Sandwraith does get picked off again. Wall coming out from Empath. It's trying to maybe block Aluna in there, but she is able to skirt on out of there before she gets caught. But again, damage most certainly done by VDT already. As Empath still chasing, actually. Has another wall in 2 seconds. Has support coming from Monkey King, who actually runs right into Tempest. Wanjim Slam is put down. There's the trigger to the Wanjim Slam. The auto attacks. And Empath going to try to maybe save it for Monkey King. Yeah, Monkey King will come in to get the kill right there when it's all said and done. Oh, Pebbles accidentally using a Homecoming Stone. I guess he meant to use Portal Key, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. But either way, canceled out, so. Pebbles, they don't have enough for a combo just yet. They haven't ring a sword. Do they have ring a? No, they don't bring a sorcerer. So probably just gonna combo these ancients and head back to base.
Man, I
expect him to toss him to the Monkey King at the end, just helping weaken him.
This day, so far, it's just been filled with
landslide.
Yeah.
This game, honestly, I still believe that it could have gone entirely differently.
Yeah.
Just some big early game plays, man. There's that one fight in particular in mid just stands out to me. And when Tempest was coming in the first place, when he was trying to gank Monkey King, where Monkey King died, and then they wound up killing the Deadwood, he was just short of mana. If he had a little bit more mana, he would be able to use the Elemental Void and catch 2 off the start to begin with. So he actually wound up only using the stun. So.
Yeah, it's definitely been some one-sided victories here today, to say the least, here in day number 1 so far in the group stages. And I do kind of wonder, I mean, how much do you think we can attribute that to the one-game series ultimately here in this format? Is that what
I truly think we might see an even split, given multiple games in some of these matchups, sure. Yeah. But
kind of feels like that, but yeah, I mean, again, that's the format, and you know, I definitely like it.
This is a very important game for them, as we stressed before.
It is.
They'll have taken out Impunity and S2Y. S2Y at that point. They still have teams like ITS and Kung Fu Gaming ahead of them, so if they're keeping current form, that should be. Bottom
lane. Sandwraith again going to be picked up before he can press the R button right there. I'm sure he was trying, but it wasn't going to happen. Just a little bit too quick between the two. They're trying to find this level 4 Aluna as she actually ports back to base before getting caught right there. You can almost tell, man. I mean, Myth S2Y is just life speed just sucked out of them. It's just not going any bit the way that they were hoping for, I'm sure. And we are now just passing that 15-minute mark, and right here, VDT is just continuing to be in a very, very dominating spot, to say the least. So. Monkey King will continue to farm up the jungle somewhat, as you see him finishing that Nullstone right there on top of the Amulet of the XL. So Pue is doing just fine when it comes to his farm. In fact, holy crap, he's nearing 600 gold per minute. Just checking on the tower for the first time right there. Sandwraith in the meantime points from the top lane. Empath trying to stay alive right here. Sandwraith chasing the. Oh, it goes inside Parpath in the last second. Still alive. Empath will not survive in the end. Both go down, but Pebbles trying to get some revenge at least on to Sandwraith. I don't know if it's going to happen, however. Monkey King is still
out of
here.
there in the end, yeah.
He does have a
600 gold per minute Monkey King with a 15-minute Null Stone. The dagger on him, though, gonna break the Null. Not gonna do enough there.
See, will he chase?
Oh god, and the rallies here.
Catches him off guard from the side, and finally we'll get the kill. Monkey King's trying to fly.
Crap.
Yeah, that was
it's like a
fight.
beast. That last hit, man, with those Ghost Marchers. Pretty damn impressive. So once against the early slip, if they managed to make out of the early game without feeding so hard in the top and middle lanes. I mean, I hate to call it feeding, but essentially it wasn't feeding. They were getting outplayed, I guess, but without taking those casualties in the mid and the top, I mean, Sandwraith could have done a lot. He just needed to hit level 6 first, and he could have turned so many of those ganks.
Oh, jeez, Tempest. Nice denying the tower right there from Xebe. He could have seismic slammed, but he really wanted to focus denying the tower, honestly. That he did. They get the kill anyways. VN Sensation gets credit for it. You gotta wonder how much abuse Myth S2Y is gonna honestly take here before.
And
they just
Zergo at this point, man, he's actually building for a staff.
Yeah.
So confident.
Is
we
he?
actually haven't. Yeah.
Wow, he is. I saw
Maybe
the
we'll
glowstone. I was thinking Sackstone though.
Maybe
or
we'll
not
see the
Sackstone.
legendary Scepter Refresher combo, or the Staff Refresher combo, Restoration Stone combo.
Yeah. Wow, I'm sitting here. I totally forgot about the whole Staff of the Master effect on I'm like, so he's just completely trolling that. But no, they actually
No,
did
they actually
add the group chuck.
chuck
Yeah,
3
totally
heroes,
forgot about that. That actually makes more sense. Okay. That will be fun to see. And speaking of him, yeah.
Pebbles is having an absolute disaster of a time, man.
Yeah.
I didn't get to see, but I'm assuming he got the ward down at the start, and I was assuming Tempest was going to deny the lane for him. I'm assuming it happened, but yeah, still. It's absolutely torn apart.
See, Rowley's going to try to maybe bait something here. Has an illusion out.
Anything else with area control because they're afraid of the illusions, probably. Level 11 Rally with Helm of the Black Legion is not normally something you want to screw around with. We're going to actually find the Deadwood and the Tempest sort of caught out here. Illusion's doing a great job of, the Sandwraith ulti.
Finds the real one, though, when you see Capel coming out from Rally. He's got some good distance, however. And now here comes Monkey King. Ampath jumps inside Monkey King. They're going to look to be the wrecking crew right here. Tempest being bounced back and forth. He's in trouble, or is he? The Elemental Void coming out right there. Rally sitting in the back and will finally come through with the stun. It was fairly late, though. They do get the kill on the Tempest, and Monkey King, he is still well alive, baby. He's still doing plenty of damage. Champion of New Earth is Monkey King, 10-1-4. He wants more kills, damn it.
On him still, but realizes he can't do enough damage here.
Look at Pebbles, like, here, Pebbles, you can have it. Oh, jeez. Hat trick coming out right there. You see Sandwraith is on the run. Might be fine, but, man. 11-1-4. He's a champion of New Earth again, as we saw right there. He's got quite the streak going. Level 16. Nullstone Arcana already picked up. Yeah.
It's rough, man, trying to run this, the Tempest plus the Deadwood with the Sandwraith, because you seems like you're compromising on the lanes. We mentioned it at the start. Deadwood, compared to a Rally, doesn't have nearly enough stability, and with that dual lane mid, they were going to be able to punish it a lot. I didn't expect them to punish it that bad, but picking up all the kills. So had there been a dual lane mid instead, and they would have had a little bit less vulnerability, maybe, and that Sandwraith could have evolved to that point when he hit. But once he hit level 6, he was ulting. He was making some huge plays happen, almost making like he was going to potentially turn the game for S2Y. But it was just a little bit too little, too late. They just had that much of an early game lead. So had they gotten through that early portion just a little bit better, we'd be seeing an entirely different story.
But like you said, I mean, he was off to the fantastic start. It's really about staying alive in the lanes of anything, and that unfortunately wasn't happening for them. Speaking of staying alive, let's take a look at that last fight one more time and see that hat trick coming out for Pewee Hero Monkey King. So again, that's how it all started. The Sandwraith ultimate spotted the real Rally right there. Of course, it goes to the real one. But then Monkey King eventually joins the party, and all of a sudden hell breaks loose. See Ampath jump inside, and look at Tempest completely caught off guard there in the wall and trying to make something happen. He gets the Elemental Void, but the damage output, it's minimal for the duration at least it lasted.
Right.
And, well, pretty much explains itself after that. The hat trick of Pewee. Damage is way too intense. Back to the real game. Pebbles jumps on a Deadwood right there with Empath inside. He has the Staff of the Master now, by the way. I don't even think he used the group chuck right there, but it doesn't even matter. Sandwraith, he's trying to stay alive.
Can't do anything.
We're going to break the Essence Link right there. Get the stun out at
least.
Or can he get away? Oh, the wall comes out, but no.
Doesn't matter with the dagger.
Desert's Curse. Going to be fine. Pebbles, though, he wants blood. Oh, the Stalagmite's not going to hit. Great sidestep coming up from Sandwraith. Compel back in, though. The chuck right there. The group chuck right there. And down falls Aluna. They're just having a lot of fun now, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
VDT.
Picking pretty much any heroes they want, just initiating. They have 3 major burst heroes, man. They have the Rally, they have the Pebbles, they have the Monkey King. Oh, well, and then even look at their supports, man. That Pyromancer on top of it all, so.
Yeah. It's just, again, a matter of time here for Myth S2Y. You got Monkey King as far as highest GPM of the tournament so far. I think he's definitely got that
704
on the record here.
Easily.
700 gold per minute, man. Double damage in here to just absolutely annihilate Kongor.
Telling you, man, that guy's got potential. Some people were calling him Slicks 2.0. A lot of the other big players on the scene, whenever you ask about Pee-wee, they're like, oh yeah, Pee-wee owns, man. Huge player, and I'm glad he's finally getting to show his stuff off, man. With Faiku, it seemed like they just weren't clicking for the longest time.
Oh, FYKU, yeah. Yep. But things have changed now for him, to say the least, as far as with this team. So I think this team as a whole, this team formed, I believe I'm correct on this, they formed just before the Dreamhack qualifiers. And so they just came together. The original five was with Fabelli instead of Exhibit, but they right off the bat they finished, I think, 7th place in the initial qualifiers, and they ended up winning the Swedish Pride event, of course.
Yeah.
After very little, time to get used to one another. So.
You know, this game does a lot more too than just saying, "Hey, yeah, we got owned by Monkey King." It also strikes fear into the hearts of their future opponents as well, being like, "Oh shoot, do we need to ban it? Do we need to ban it?" Gets into their heads.
True. Pyromancer gets a free kill on a Bubbles. He's trying to survive here. Will not happen though. He gets the tablet off, but he actually gets bursted down shortly after. But hey, at least he got the initial kill onto Bubbles, who escaped. By the way, Skip, again, when we saw him against Sacred in that first game, he was playing the Parasite for them, and now here he is playing that Suicide Bubbles. Whereas Jens Naja is actually taking up the Tempest role here. So kind of some switch up going on a little bit here on Myth S2Y side, at least. As far as the heroes and the roles are concerned. Oh, that's Monkey King just finding Tempest.
Disintegrating him. Now has a Shroud on top of the Hellflower, so to make initiation that much easier. He's on the hunt again, man.
Trying to find that Aluna who's only level 6.
It's like running into a righted out Nighthound, man, that has haste. Yeah, basically has haste when he's shrouded, and then comes out with like a zillion damage.
Yeah, exactly. Roided out Nighthound. Perfect way to put it. They're going to jump over there. Oh, the Capel misses right there. Will it matter, though? Ninja Pee-wee doing his thing right here. He is going to jump around. He ends up getting stunned by the Kelpfield. Bubbles may actually survive through this, as Rowley is being chased down by Sandwraith, but Sandwraith maybe chasing a little bit too long right there. I believe he was. Oh, he gets over the ledge.
Are you serious?
Oh, he gets over the ledge. The Rock grasps the Aluna stun. It completely keeps him alive. Well, that's unfortunate for VDT. He had a free kill yet again. I think they're just fine, though. I don't think they're too worried.
309 gold per minute. Actually, I have to go for the Firebrand instead of farming. As I talked about, you don't necessarily need that mock. More important to win fights where it matters. But in a case like this, he is 26 gold down. No matter what he picks up, still going to be a sufferer. Still relying on VDT to, really screw up hard here when approaching these fights.
Bubbles and Tempest. Want to maybe get a jump on a Pebbles down here at the bottom lane, but they need to be more worried about Monkey King coming in with that invis. Gonna jump. Look at the burst damage the Hellflower applied. Remember, Hellflower does not amplify damage any longer. That was just simply his straight up coming out of the Assassin Jaw doing the work right there. Samurai's going to avoid the stun right there. He comes back in the Elemental Void, pulling them in. Actually, Pebbles will fall. And Monkey King might be in some trouble here. He does have the token of life. He's going to go back and forth. Big rallies down the side of Exam, though, not going to go off. He got stunned just before. Monkey King still jumping around. We'll finish.
He's immortal.
In the background.
He's immortal.
Going for Aluna. He's an immortal. Damn it. Picks up the hat trick, making a quad kill. Will he pick up the annihilation right here on top of the immortal streak? He wants Sandray dead. Damn it.
Oh,
can he get up there? Sandray is just too good at getting away. He will be fine, so it'll stop at a quad kill. But he did get the immortal streak.
Yep,
or is it?
Is it? Oh,
close.
Pyro and Rally letting him down a little bit there. He's still in the hunt, but I think the Annihilation's long gone at this point, trying to box him out. He doesn't care. If he loses token, no, he's not.
Oh, I thought that was gold per minute, by the way, but still, experience per minute, 950. Gold per minute, 785. Okay, I mean, this is getting the Sniper Dad 420 territory, right, Go? I mean,
this actually is.
It really is. So what was it? It was something like 950 gold per minute.
Was it 950?
It was some. I believe it was 900 plus. I mean,
for Mage Bane?
Yeah, it was a Mage Bane farm. I forget exactly the number, but it was 900 and something.
Yeah, it was something pretty epic. He does have a Juro picked up right now. Monkey King.
Was it 800? It wasn't even 900, really. I'm looking at chat right now.
I thought it was 800.
But maybe it was 800 then. Maybe I am overselling it a little bit.
And he's got some Ancients here. Going to actually triple stack them, so going going to keep his farm alive. Otherwise, he needs to keep up those hero kills, man, if he wants to truly break it. But, man, this is in a competitive match against a pretty damn solid team over in Myth S2Y, man. That is an impressive feat. Pee-wee going hard. He has breached 800 gold per minute. Red alert, Monkey King going. You need a Shroud Monkey before they spot you. Come on.
Nope. A little too late.
It's a common ward spot, man.
You see the look at this guy over here. Could they actually hear you? I got to reiterate what you said then. Our producer Panman said, "Too bad he's not going Super Saiyan."
Yeah, only if you have the ultimate monkey avatar, but it seems like he's pretty comfortable with this one.
Yeah, I think they're just fine. Double damage on Pebbles, by the way, but yeah, Monkey King just 814 GPM. It
fills the token up.
This is getting to the record point again. I don't know the exact number, but as you said, I mean, this is against a really solid opponent, Myth S2Y, here at a Dreamhack event. Monkey King is dropping right here. Again, he does have the token of life. If anything, he kind of wants it to be used right here. He just annihilates Bubbles right there, going in for Sandwraith. He will eventually fall, but he's going to come right back up with that Genjiro ready to go. Going to use it right there. He wants to maybe get Tempest, but Tempest a little bit too far away. So
I do have it, though. It was 800 gold per minute.
Was it? Okay. She pulled it up. Well,
970 experience per minute, 800 gold per minute.
Jeez.
So
Pebbles jumping back in right there. Tempest had some trouble. Monkey King toward the front. He's all seismic.
He's still going crazy.
Able to get away in the meantime. But
oh no, Luna!
Still going to Luna.
Are you serious? Everyone's just melting.
Going down right there. Dev was trying to run. Myth S2Y is just, they want him to have the record apparently. They're just still hanging on to the game. They are not going to give up.
Go push those towers down quickly, man. Quit hovering there. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Keep the streak up.
We want to see the 900.
Pebbles, going to be fun.
Quit screwing around, Pee-wee. This is record territory, man.
Go for the melee racks. Go for the range racks. He wants some more blood. The Legion team may allow him to get some more blood.
850 gold per minute.
Was it 850?
Yeah.
So, still trying to figure this out. Oh, he jumps like a look, and again, Bubbles just gets annihilated right there. The rest of the party joins in. Devil trying to stay alive. He will eventually fall, though. And you see off to the side, Sandwraith goes away. Another double death. Oh man,
God.
it just doesn't stop.
He's unstoppable.
22-1
He's actually unstoppable. He's a Codex, man.
He did get the
Codex.
Codex.
He's a freaking Codex level 3.
Level 3. Still. Again, there are two sides to the story. The one is the fact that he is just absolutely annihilated, but the other side is Myth S2Y. It's like, okay, when is the point of let's move on? Because
maybe they're having as much fun watching this
perhaps
go wild as we are, but at this point, he's breached 850 gold per minute, man. We'll see what it's like when the game's over, when the throne has died, but yeah. I have a feeling like this might be world record status here.
And again, especially with what is on the line, being Dreamhack Summer 2013 against a very sound team, Myth S2Y. Pretty damn impressive, I must say. You see him opening on a Tempest right here by himself. Bubbles is there, but he's like, what do you want me to do? I'm throwing cards at him, man. Not much more he could have done right there. Sandwraith off to the side. He's now going to find himself in an awkward spot. He wants to try to get the kill on the Empath. No, she goes inside Pebbles, though. Monkey gets chucked on him. Puts down the watch time. The Codex comes out, but it's not enough for the kill. In the meantime, back here, we do see Pebbles now running into Deadwood, actually. Deadwood using the Falcon Punch, not even getting the kill, though. Monkey King comes out of the Invis, gets another kill, and again, just keeps the streak going here.
His GPM, experience per minute, like, KD is going to be so gigantic for this tournament now after this. And that Gemini game.
Yeah, Crowslaw's going to have fun, tracking these stats here.
Yeah, get that top tower, man. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Pyromancer farming at the bottom lane. I don't even know why I'm on any other hero. Just stay on Monkey King the rest of this game. There's really no reason not to. And as I say that, Zero goes in, balls to the wall, and actually picks up a kill himself.
Yeah,
and
this is the time for Monkey King to get some more kills, though. He's baiting him on out. Monkey King's actually going for the Ancients. Monkey King, bad monkey.
He wants to farm some more. I love it.
Elemental Void's coming out.
Pebbles
is he going to be able to take them on by himself? Rally's tanking it, though. He's being excellent bait right now. The Shrouded Monkey.
Oh,
he arrives.
Well, here he comes. Here he comes. Look at that. Look at Alona just absolutely melt right off the bat. Tempest going to be the next target choice. He's going in.
As well,
the Kenshiro comes out. The Hellfire's applied. Oh, the Codex to finish him off. Will he make it a 1 versus 3? Taking the mold out. Samura's going to use the Desert Curse. The one gem slam. The Heavenly Ball. Oh, he pushes him over the other side of the ledge. He's kind of stuck on there. Pebbles jumps in, and yes!
He gets the kill!
He gets the
hat trick! 900 gold per minute!
Oh my god, 900 gold per minute just
Pee-wee,
about
stop!
reached.
Pee-wee, stop, man!
I think
these guys have families.
Now you gotta concede.
He broke 900.
Quad kill.
It's over 9,000.
They're gonna give him the, look at Luna. Luna's like, here, have it. And patch up the side. Go for it. Go for it. Boss the wall. The tanking from Pebbles. Get the kill. The annihilation comes out.
He's gonna get out. No.
Oh,
the reign of Pee-wee. It is over, but at least it ended up.
A valiant effort, sir.
Yeah. Holy crap, man. That's a genocide, folks.
Oh, it's genocide, too.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So.
And they're still not conceding.
And he's back. He just bought back. Oh, my God.
Hey, you know, they want to finish the old-fashioned way again. Nothing wrong with that. It's just it's ridiculous. 885 gold per minute.
How are the cams looking, man? How are the player cams? Pee-wee's is like all chill.
I don't even really see much. I've been kind of like looking up every now and then. It's just kind of whatever.
It's typical day.
Typical day at the office. There's the GGs. Okay, they're gonna stop it there. So we'll see what the final stat screen says. I guess
it's 895.
895 in game.
He was about to hit 900, but again, he did breach 900 though.
Yeah, he did breach 900. Very
895 there, 0.3 in the end. Got a little bit greedy there, going for the annihilation.
That looks like a